Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to VC Podcast. As I'm your host, Mr. Billvid, here to help y'all understand and navigate through life a little more easily. As I'm sitting here trying to figure out ways to get this thing right, I'm just working and trying to find new ways of reaching out to people and helping folks. Um, my podcast is going to cover a lot of things, some of which be from finances to religion to politics and just different areas of those. This is an intro to getting used to doing this, trying to learn my editing, getting things right, giving y'all a chance to catch on at the ground floor. As I sit here and work this out, trying new things. Because this has been a real trying year, 2020. And as 2021 starts off, it's not looking much better. One thing I know about people, we're resilient. We bounce back and we learn to adapt. I'm 44 years old, seen a lot, been through a lot. And I know my generation is one of those that believes in perseverance. So as I learn, I also want to teach those that are around me and teach those that I can reach the things that we neglect to teach our children. Then maybe we can help them have a better chance when tragedy strikes them later on in life. If they can see us pushing through and seeing us do what we do to make things better and get things in a better atmosphere for them. I'm wholeheartedly a big believer in learn from your mistakes. No fancy equipment. I got some PlayStation headphones, laptop computer, Android phone, and the kit that I bought from Walmart to hold the camera, which is my Android phone. And I just want y'all to know that it can be done. You can rebuild. And a lot of people take falls different ways, whether it be financially, whether it be from being incarcerated, whether it be from loss of support systems, whether that be family members or those that are close around you that always helped you to see your way through life. But we as a people, black, white, blue, green, Asian, Korean, it doesn't matter, we're resilient. And I just want y'all to know that there is hope. And if I can be a beacon for you to show you that there are other avenues than what we've been taught and what we're known as the norm, that's what I'm here to do. As you can see, I'm not a computer whiz. I'm recording a podcast while I do a YouTube video for the first time. And I just want you to know that there's hope for you too. And it's never too late to try new things. One of the things I hope to achieve in this channel of mine is to let people know that we've been misled. We've been lied to. And some of it's been intentional. Some of y'all are looking at the school systems and figuring out what you already know, but they're not preparing your children for life. They're not preparing your children for success. They're not preparing your children for anything. A long time, people push that education is the key to having a successful life. And on the surface, that is a fact, that is true. But the education that your kids are getting in these schools is a lie. They redid math, they didn't make it better. They didn't make it do a new thing, they just did it a different way than what we were taught. It's not going to help them balance their checkbooks any better than the way you balance it now. They don't teach your children about taxes. They don't teach your children about credit. They don't teach your children about generational wealth. They don't teach your children about economic stability, not only for themselves, but for a country. They don't teach your children how to be better people. They don't teach your children about politics and the laws that govern them and how they come to be. School systems are a tax-funded daycare with underpaid workers. They say the children are the future. but yet we refuse to put new blood in places that dictate our present. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the majority of the Congress and the Senate, they're old, and their way of thinking is not thinking ahead, but thinking of how to hold on to what they've already established. There's a reason they fight to keep natural gas and oil relevant, because for decades they were the companies that have been paying to keep those senators and those congressmen in place. The head of the Republican Party is the one over one of the poorest states in the United States. Bitcoin is coming up as the new currency. I really hate it for Texas and them other places hit by the bad weather. And I know they're going through a lot. But that's due to poor leadership and not looking forward to tragedies that may come in events that happen periodically. Because this is not the first ice storm, it won't be the last. It's not the first freeze over, it won't be the last. But until we get people to think about the well-being of the citizens to put them in the position that they're in, we'll always be in this position, wishing we had better. Instead of pushing our kids to be athletes and servicemen of the Army, whatever the branch that may be, Marines, Air Force and stuff, we need to be teaching them about local politics. We need to be teaching them about how to get in positions that make laws and get money allocated to the things that we see in our day-to-day life, like a better infrastructure for our power grids, a better infrastructure for our water, like how long is Michigan gonna be suffering? It's just a lot of things that could be changed that we're not changing. There's a lot of things we say we won't change, but we're not doing it. I'm not for either party, because neither party is for us. And when I say us, I don't just mean black people or white people. I mean us as the working class Americans. They say it's minimum wage, but minimum wage cannot support one person. Just one person on their own, trying to find a place to live and to feed themselves and take care of their utilities. Cannot do it off a minimum wage in any state. The way to change this is by teaching our children the way things should be and how to get them the way that they are. We're never too old to start learning. We're never too old to start investigating and fact-checking for ourselves. We're never too old to start putting pennies aside that maybe our great-grandchildren will have generational wealth. But no matter how much you save or how much you amass, your wealth means nothing if you do not teach your children how they should handle it. There's a lot of teachings and a lot of people that'll tell you about how to boost your credit score and how to get money fast and all this and all that and whatever the next wave is for the generation to get rich quick. But until you teach your children how to handle money and until you start practicing it yourself, your children will never have that. They say the best teacher in life is experience. And I'm not saying that your children should be stressed out over the same bills you're stressed out at, and that your children should have to deal with the same things you do day to day, but at a level they should. They should understand why you go to work every day and you don't have money when they want it. You should sit down and show them how you budget your money. You should sit down and show them where your money's going and what you pay for and the things that you've done in your life. Then maybe they'll understand why you tell them to do things different than what they see you doing. Because for me to sit here and tell my children not to smoke with a cigarette in my hand, they're going to listen because they're my children. But what they do is going to be a choice based off of what they see and how they feel about it. And what I mean by that, sometimes we're subconsciously training our children to make things that we know are bad or normal. You wonder why your kids come home from school and they complain about it. It's because when you come home from work, you complain about it. If you wonder why your kids do some of the same things you do, but you don't like it, then you got to ask yourself, when are you going to stop and change you? I also wish to reach the youth, not just my age group, and to tell you things that will better your life, not miraculously overnight, but periodically, as you look back at it and you see the things that you're able to do because of the choice you made to listen to the things that I'm going to tell you, then I want you to be proud and know that, there was help for you. People call it generational curses and stuff like that, like it's a spiritual thing, when really it's a human nature thing. People do what's easiest for them. And you see a lot of stories about how the kids from broken homes turn out to be celebrities, turn out to be doing this or doing that because being at the bottom pushed them to want to be at the top. But what they don't tell you is that if you don't learn on your way up how to deal with the success and the money that comes with it, then you'll be back at the bottom. I'm not going to hold y'all all day and all night on this video. Like I said, this is the intro, and I just wanted to get it out there so I can get this thing started. But if you're interested in learning how to be a better you and to make your kids a better person, and if your kids are wanting to learn how to have a leg up on life, let me go ahead and kill one rumor. Generational wealth is not a certain amount of money. Generational wealth is something that was valuable and passed down to you, whether it be money, whether it be property, whether it be a business. It's something that can help support your life and help take care of you in one fashion or another. Do not believe that you have to have millions of dollars to have generational wealth, but believe you have to have something that you can leave behind, a legacy that you can leave behind, something tangible that will help the next generation of your family be a step ahead of where you are, so that they can amass and build onto that. But if you don't teach them the value of building on for the next generation, then just know that the generations after you are going to struggle the same way you did. If you don't want to struggle anymore and you don't want your kids to struggle after you, I suggest you pay attention. This is Vine's Creation. This is VC's podcast. You can catch me on Twitter at Creations Vines, and you can catch me on my YouTube channel. Leave comments and I will address anything y'all need addressed. Otherwise, I hope y'all enjoy the show, and I hope I do something that'll help your life and the life of the ones that come behind you better. All right. Well, I'm out, and y'all have a great day.